So in this video, I thought it'd be really fun to show you one easy way to make a decorative bow. So the first thing I'm going to do is set the ribbon spool on the floor and get some ribbon off of the spool. Now, this will be one of the tails. So the first thing I'm going to do is make a loop. So the next thing I'm going to do is fold the ribbon upward like this and crease it at the bottom. And then I'm going to make another loop. And then I'm just going to crease that one at the bottom as well. And then I'm going to make another loop. And so for these bows, you can make as many or as few loops as you want. The more loops you make, the more full and round the bow will be. The fewer the loops, of course, the less round and full that the bow will be. And the bigger the loops that you make, the bigger the bow you will get. So it's kind of a preference thing on what you're using this bow for. For this bow though, I think I'm going to make 5 loops. So we have our 5 loops and I've made them roughly the same size. So the next thing I'm going to do is fold this tail upward like so and crease it just kind of like we did for making the loops. And then I'm actually going to fold this one upward as well. So then I'm just going to turn it upside down and cut this ribbon tail away from the spool. So here we have our ribbon loops and our 2 ribbon tails. So the next thing I'm going to do is make sure all these little ends are nice and collected and fairly even with each other, because you don't want the ribbon loops to come undone when you're decorating with your bow. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these ends and scrunch them together. So I have the scrunched end of the bow, so I'm going to use this little piece of wire and wrap it around this end to hold the ends together so those ends don't come undone. So the reason I like to use a longer piece of wire to wire this together is because you can use these ends to attach them to your decor. So the next thing I'm going to do is kind of pull these tails downward and then start fluffing my bow. So when I'm fluffing my bow, I'm kind of putting my hand in between these loops and just kind of turning them to give them a less kind of all facing the same direction look. Now the bow that I'm making right here is not going to be a completely round bow because I chose to do less loops. So it's more kind of rustic and for some reason to me kind of like an old-fashioned looking bow, just with being a little bit more sparse for loops. So once you have your bow looking the way that you like, it's ready to decorate with. So you can use these little wire ends to attach it to wreaths, garlands, pretty much anything that you want to decorate with a bow, whether it's wedding decor, Christmas decor. So yeah, that's how easy it really is to make a decorative bow. And to wrap up the video, I'll show you a few examples of bows that I've made for different decorations using this method.